In this video, we will continue our topic on fear and identifying the feelings of anxiousness that slowly creeps in just before the full onset that cripples us. Our goal is to intercept these feelings or prevent them so that when we continue to move forward with our big goals and dreams, we have control. The phenomenon we call fear is really a misnomer, however, for the anxious feelings that we experience when something is about to be taken on outside of our comfort zones. Fear, as defined by many, is a response to real-life threat that you are in the midst of. Anxiety, on the other hand, can be a reaction that you have to fear, but most importantly, it is a projection to a thought or an event that has not yet happened. One that you likely anticipate may not go well for you. Since our conscious or subconscious mind is not aware of what is real or perceived, both can be having similar emotions. For the purpose of our topic today, we will treat both similarly using the word fear to describe the emotional reactions. I'll add a disclaimer at this point that when we're faced with physical harm or threat, another level of vigilance beyond our discussion will likely be necessary. So let's dive in. When we're feeling anxious about a future event, nothing in our physicality can really convince us that we're not having that experience in that moment and that we're not in danger. There are certain telltale signs that start to slowly creep in before we're fully mounted by fear. Being able to identify them and intercept them early will give us more control over our circumstances. Getting rid of emotions and our feelings is not what this topic is about, though earlier, when you step in with your feelings and the fears begin to mount, you can begin to take some control, having the right strategies to deal with it. And so, even after the full impact of that fear has mounted, learning the strategies can help on your empowerment journey as you tackle your big dreams and your goals. I've helped many clients just like you who faced paralyzing fears and turned it into their greatest strength. This topic can help you too if you are open to applying the tips provided throughout your experiences. Each time I step out to tackle something huge or new, I feel anxious about it. I can identify certain feelings or emotions just before a full onset of fear, and I begin to immediately use one or more of these tips I provide, which help me to move forward despite what I feel. So, what are some common signs, first of all, that fear is creeping in? First one is procrastination. You keep planning and replanning instead of taking action. It's a sort of perfectionist syndrome. Second, lethargy. You feel tired and unmotivated, preferring to sleep than to face your tasks. Are you sleeping more often than needed? Nervousness is the third one. Sweaty palms, confusion, racing heartbeat. Those are just a few of the signs when you think about doing the thing. Self-sabotage. Do you do the opposite of what you need to do to achieve your goals? That one is typically a subconscious reaction. I've experienced them all. And I would love to hear your feedback about your experiences. Do any of those sound familiar? Or do you have other experiences that you'd like to share? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. There are different strategies to move past these barriers, and I'd like to share just a few that have helped me. Strategies that you can use to help you stay present is the first one. Stay present. Focus on the current moment, not the future. Fear mostly comes from living in the what ifs. Staying present weakens the fear. Practice or be prepared. Take small preparatory steps. The more you're prepared, the less fearful you'll feel about the feared disaster, which typically never happens anyway. For example, you may be afraid of failing if you take a certain action. By preparing yourself for that talk or practicing that routine or whatever it is that you're faced with doing, it will help you to build more confidence so that you can do it in the time when it needs to. That provides a memory in your subconscious where you can easily access it when you need to. Become aware. Pay attention to your body signals, the thoughts, the emotions. Is there a certain thought or feeling that you recognize, which when that kicks in, fear usually follows to paralyze you? Identify what it does so you can intercept it. And this next tip is very powerful. Use imagery. This is an NLP strategy which works really well, and you will need to practice it repeatedly before the actual event. So you visualize one thing that you have always excelled at and that you can see yourself doing. Invoke the celebratory feelings, the happiness, the success. What do you see? What do you hear? The congratulations, all of your sensory elements. After you've rehearsed that moment, switch out that activity with that one that you feel fearful about and leave the feelings intact. So now you're applying that feelings to the new activity. Visualize your success about that fearful activity. Practice it before executing on that event. Just keep practicing so that you can build that self-confidence and have it ready. Now, each of these strategies can help you break free from the grip of fear and help you to step forward confidently. If you're up to big things in your life and you're ready to take your confidence to the next level, I invite you to book a complimentary session if you'd like, so that we can develop practical strategies for you to gain the clarity that you need to reach your goals. If also you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it so that others can join us and so that you can be notified when you hit the notification bell when we upload future videos like this. Bye.